Hey fam, it's your girl Miss Diva Trucker. I'm coming to you today in the truck. I just shut down for tonight. Um, on my way to where I'm going, Tennessee, and then I got to go to Illinois. So I thought that I would come in for a few minutes and just talk about some things and give you an update and all that kind of stuff about what's going on, because I never talked to you all about, the plans for 2020. What are we doing different? All these different type of things. Okay. So as you all know, the last time y'all saw me, I was hello. How exactly? I was getting ready to call you. I was looking for your phone number to give you a call. But the last time we talked, I had Queen Trucking on the Lady Trucker Live. So next week, that's what I'm doing every week. So I wanted to talk to you all about I am partnering up with Kenworth, okay, Kenworth dealership. And we're going to partner up with Brian. Brian is with Kenworth dealership, and he's going to be on my Happy New Year. Happy New Year. He is going to be on my channel for this week under the Lady Trucker Talk. And what we are starting to do is he is starting a group, okay, for lady truckers, for women entrepreneurs, for people who want to or are interested in owning a truck. Okay, so doesn't have anything to do about leasing or anything like that. This is actually financing you your own truck. Okay, so I think that is going to be a better deal for 2020. We want to get away from leasing, and we want to go on to financing and ownership. And the reason why is if you're ready to make that business decision. Okay, right now, as far as the rates are concerned, they are at a steady pace. Okay, they it's I'm getting my alerts from my Forex alerts. I'm sorry, but they are at a steady pace. Okay, we are not where we was at with the lows over $2 a mile. Okay, and basically it's probably going to stay the same throughout 2020. Okay, so things are not going to get too much better over the year, but they're not going to get worse. Okay, so if you're surviving and you're doing okay right now, whatever, it's pretty much going to be the same. The biggest thing about getting a truck or owning your truck and things like that in 2020 is you got to be able to watch your costs, and you got to be able to watch your overhead in order to survive. Okay, now I was reading a report from FTC that said that a lot of more shippers or managers are shipping their loads through the spot market. Okay, so with that being said, that's not going to help us increase the rates. And the reason why is because you got a lot of people on the spot market that are willing to take anything. Okay, they are willing to take cheaper rates. They are willing to haul the freight at a lesser rate, and that's not going to bring up the rates. Okay, in order to bring up the rates, it's going to be with them contracts and setting on a certain price and all this kind of stuff. But with them flooding the spot market with all these loads and things like that, people are taking those loads for whatever. Okay, they're not everybody, because there's a lot of people that's on the load board that know what it is that they need to run a truck and all this kind of stuff, and they have that experience and all that kind of stuff. But the biggest thing is you got a lot of people that may be on the load board that really don't know how to run a truck and don't know what they're doing, and they running these loads just to keep moving or whatever the case may be. And it's going to hurt the people that are more experienced out here that are owners that really need to get top dollar for that load. You got things that are that's not going to change, that's not getting cheaper, which is the fuel, insurance. All these things have to be taken care of, and they are going to take a bulk of their loads and start just pushing it through the spot market and not getting, you know, premium rates for those loads. Okay. I got an article that I'll read to you. I don't know why it's, I guess because I got on two sweaters. Okay, I got on two sweaters. I got on two pairs of pants. Okay, because when I woke up this morning, it was like 26 degrees. So now it's like 40 degrees. So I still got on my two sweaters and I had to wear a hat and all that kind of stuff today. Another thing is what I'm going to be focusing on is, oh, let me give you an update on the truck. Okay. Oh my God, I forgot to turn my notifications off for my trades, okay? Excited, learning a lot about Forex. I am going to be bringing you some information about Forex. And, you know, it's up to you if you decide that you want to join it, but I don't want to push it on anybody, okay? Because it is, oh my God, my alerts are going off. Because it is kind of costly and you're paying for that education. This week, my goal was to make $1,000 by Friday. Okay, I have already made that tonight, so I already made it today. So my goal is $200 a day and $1,000 a week. Okay, so I've been really working hard. I don't look at TV. I don't look at, all I do is listen to my seminars, all my educational videos, all while I'm driving. Okay, that's all I do is listen to my education videos and trade with experts. But I think IML is like the best way that you can learn how to trade on the foreign exchange market. And I am going to get more into that 2020 because they got a whole lot of things that have changed and I'm finally getting the hang of it. What else? Oh, let me give you an update on the truck situation, okay? As you know, I planned on paying off my truck at the end of this month. If I'm still going to be able to do that, I don't know. This is my breakdown, okay? I had $5,000 set away that they was taking out my check weekly. I mean, not weekly. $50 a week every week until it reached $5,000. That's besides my maintenance. That's besides everything else. And it was what is called my emergency fund. Okay, so I had $5,000 in that, and I was going to take it and put on my truck and pay it off. But I wanted, before I pay my truck off, I wanted to get all the bells and whistles, everything that I need for my truck before I pay it off. Okay, so I took that money, the $5,000, and I got about $4,000 worth of work done on my truck. So I got tires all over. Okay, I wanted brand new tires. I got my engine, I think I got my engine like overhauled or cleaned or whatever they do at 500,000 miles. I got that done. And just my PM and everything. I just want to make sure that my truck is up to par and everything once it's paid off. Okay, so I owe $12,000 on the truck. All right, I put $4,000 on it, paid down $4,000 on the truck. The $900 that was left over from the $5,000 that I had saved up, it went towards the truck as well. So right now my balance on the truck is $7,324. Okay, so what I plan on doing is making $1,000 a week payment for 7 weeks, or I can go in there and just take some more money in there, or whatever the case may be. But I'm getting closer to my goal. I'm really not in a rush until spring. Okay, once the winter is over and all that kind of stuff and rates get a little bit better, hopefully spring. Okay, so we're also getting ready for the truck show, but that's where I'm at, y'all. I could have took that money if I took the $5,000 and paid on the $7,000 that I owe. Then I would have only owed two more $1,000. But I wanted to get some work done to make sure that my truck is in like tip top shape, once it's paid off. Okay. So I did get about $4,000 worth of work done, and I put the other $900 to the truck. So now we're, like I say, at a balance of $7,324. So you know how you get so close to your goal, and it's like, oh my God, I'm just anxious, ready to pay it off. And it's like, it just takes time. So I want to make sure. Also, Archie, my son, Archie Jr., okay, he got approved for a 2-bedroom apartment. So he's going to be moving, out of the house into his own place. And I got to help him. I'm going to help him with that, getting his furniture and, help him get all that stuff so he could be in his own 2-bed apartment. I told him I want my own room. I want a room at his 2-bedroom apartment. Okay. I don't want to lose that control. I want to have a room at the 2-bedroom apartment, but I want to fix it up real nice for him so he can have a nice place to stay. The other thing is, what else? We're getting ready for the truck show, you all. You all know that the truck show is March the 26th through the 28th. So we will be headed there for that time period. I don't have anything going on. The only thing that I got going on in February is I'm going to help, if my son get his apartment and ready to go by the 1st, I'm going to take off the first week of February to go help him get his apartment and everything set up, okay? If not, then I wanted to go to Vegas, okay? For February, I want to go to Vegas. Mia, you want to go to Vegas? You want to fly to Vegas? Again? Yeah, no? What you want to do? What you want to do? So, but if not, and I have to help my son, then I'm going to go home to Biloxi. This year, 2020, y'all, it's all about working smarter and not harder, okay? I'm not trying to do no 2, 3, 4, 5 months on the road. You got to take breaks because you will burn out here on this road trying to kill yourself to make a couple of dollars, okay? We got to learn how to work smarter and not harder, and be able to have that balance between working and also taking time for your family and also enjoying life. Oh my God, my alerts. And also enjoy all those alerts, y'all. Those are my Forex alerts. They alert me to tell me when to get in a trade, okay? So that's what the beeps are about. But I had an amazing day yesterday. It gave me one more day to get to my $1,000 goal, and I actually made it today. I had $1,054 in my account. So it's been a really good week this week. Got some really good trades in, and awesome. I've been on the live feeds with the master traders, and you trade when they trade, okay? So Forex, y'all, is trading the currency, like New Zealand, the Great Britain pound, all that kind of stuff. Some of y'all been calling me to ask you to help in your Forex training or trading or whatever the case may be. Right now, y'all, I'm not a person, I don't think, that can help, because the only thing that I do is I'm on the live feed when the master educators are trading. So whenever Dr. Kirkland or Picasso or Ivan Paychecks or any one of those are doing a live feed, or the Forex chick, she is bad, okay? She trades all crypto. She trades the NAS 100. She trades the US 30. She trades the German 30. She trades all the quick money, okay? So, and she trades it, and she gives you your setup if it's a buy or a sell, either way. So she gives out all that all in her live feed, and she is absolutely amazing. Dr. Kathy Kirkland, She is an educator. She comes on like Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at about 9:30. She used to come on like 3 o'clock in the morning, but now she comes on at 9:30 in the morning. And baby, if you're not on her live feed, you won't make. I mean, you can make money off of somebody else, but you make money on her live feed. She calls out the trade right there, 10 pips and dip. Okay, you get your 10 pips and dip. So she does that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Also, Picasso, girl, Picasso is the Bitcoin king. Okay, he is like everything Bitcoin. He can tell you when, and see, when he go in there for a buy or a sell, he don't go in there for like 50 pips, 10 pips, whatever. Picasso looking at 100 pips or more. Okay, 100 pips or more. So if you do like $1 a pip, do the math, okay? But you gotta have that money. You gotta have at least $1,000 in your account to do $1 a pip, okay? You know, if you got $100, you're only gonna do like a 0.1, and that's like 10 cents. So don't expect to be a millionaire overnight, okay? Don't even expect to quit your job if you come in there with $100, okay? But you can build on your balance, on your whatever. And they teach you, what I'm doing is what is called a compound strategy. So it builds your account up really quickly, and you just, whatever you add, like if you had $1,000, they tell you what to trade every day to reach the $2,000. If you want $5,000, whatever the case may be, you take these trades and you have to make sure that they're good trades so that you can get your money and go, okay? But I love IML Academy. I'm not going anywhere. That's all I got time to do. I just got time to study. I got time to do my applications, and I got time to drive this truck. And that's basically it. And take off my time once a month. But I just wanted to give you an update on the truck, because people have been asking me about what's going on with the truck. Aren't you getting ready to pay it off, or whatever the case may be? And I'm like, bugging you straight from out of Jamaica. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I want women, we're going to start focusing on ownership and focusing on buying your truck. Okay. So I'm partnering up with the Kenworth dealership. We'll be doing a live feed with Brian this week on Lady Trucker Talk. And he's going to talk to you about purchasing your first truck, and also what you need to have to get your truck. We're going to talk about down payments. We're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about all of that. So it's about women trying to build their own fleets, and it's going to be what the cost of the truck is going to be, what kind of money you got to have, and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God, sale. Oh Lord, that was a trade, y'all. I'm at my limit for the day. I ain't going back in there. But and I can't be on here too much long because my stuff been on fail. Let's see. Good night. Yeah, we're gonna talk to Brian. He's a person at Kenworth. Congratulations, y'all. I have put on, I think, about 5 teams. 5 or 6 teams, 5 teams on my FedEx account. Okay, so I also wanted to talk to you all about that, because they're running, and I'm getting ready to put 2 more people on the FedEx account. They like that account. 4 working days, 3 days off, $1,400 a week, up to $17 a week each driver. So you know, it is what it is. People like that. 15,000. I thought people would like it once they got on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just too easy. 15,000 pounds. All you doing is going from terminal to terminal. No appointments. None of that kind of stuff. So I think this will be my 5th team that I'm putting on that account. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to address. I've been getting calls, okay, from, you know, oh God, how can I stop this notification? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I don't know. I should have stopped it before. They're telling the sale go now. Sale go now. Um, but um, what I was getting ready to say. Oh, I've been getting calls from fleet owners, okay? Obviously, I don't know what's going on, y'all, that there are a lot of people that's coming in this industry that don't have CDLs and they trying to buy trucks and start fleets and looking for drivers, okay? First of all, okay, being a driver in this industry for almost 6 years, I'm going to tell you this right now. Please do not call me about looking for a driver that has 2 years experience with nothing on their record, a clean MBR and nothing on their record, no tickets, no violations, and you are paying them less than $1,000 a week. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what class you all went to or who told y'all that that was okay, but that's not okay. Anybody that's been out here in this industry for over 2 years, they can get that at a mega company. You got to bring something different to the table. What are you offering? Do you want these people to be out all month long, all this kind of stuff, and you want to give them $800, $900, $700, $900 a week, and then don't take no taxes out and want them to be responsible for the taxes? What classes they teaching y'all this at? Okay, I'm gonna give you something that's some free. Okay, you ain't gotta pay nothing for this. Okay, this industry is not an easy industry. It's hard. It's even hard for people that already got CDLs. So if y'all listen to people that are talking about starting your own trucking company with no money down and none of this and none of that, let me tell you something. 8 out of 10 people will be out of the fleet in a year. Okay, I give you 12 months. Okay, you're not going to be ready. Lease your truck. Everybody has this plan. I am going to buy me a truck, put it on with a fleet, let them run my truck, find me a driver. No, another thing, let me tell you this. No qualified driver that has more than 2 years experience, no violations, no tickets, no nothing is on Craigslist looking for jobs. Okay, they're not on Craigslist. What you find on Craigslist are people that got problems and looking for somebody to hire them that will deal with their issues or whatever they got. Okay, you're not finding, that's not where you're going to get qualified drivers from. Okay, and if they come through me, if a driver comes to me, I'm not placing them nowhere that they can't make $1,000 a week. Because let me tell you something, when you building your business, I understand you want to be a business owner. I understand you want to own your fleet. I understand you want to, somebody gave you this bright idea about running a trucking company. Y'all, there are mega companies that are going out of business right now. Right now is not a good time. Will there be a good time? Absolutely, they will be a good time. When we was getting rates over $2 a mile and all that kind of stuff, it was an excellent time to start your business. But if you're going to come into this industry and try to start a trucking business with zero money down, and you're just going to find this magical driver, okay, to run your fleet, what happens? And then when you don't have a CDL, okay, when you don't have a CDL and you live in Florida, and the person that you gave your truck to lives in California, and they decide they don't want to drive for you no more, how you gonna get the truck back? You gonna have to pay somebody to drive that truck back, or that truck is gonna sit out there until you find somebody with a CDL to bring your truck back to you. Y'all, it is not, I wish somebody would sit up there and talk to you about everything I'm saying is, oh, we doing good, we doing this and we doing that, and we get ready to get 4-5 trucks and stuff like that, and you're not even understanding the concept of these things that are not, if they happen, they will happen. Okay, the chances of a driver leaving a fleet owner is higher than them leaving a mega carrier. Okay, a one-person fleet owner. Okay, the only people, and let me tell you, I only contract for one company that is an independent fleet owner, and the reason why I do that is because this man has been in the industry for over 30 years. Okay, he's been running the FedEx contract account for 30 years, and he doesn't build his money or make his money on quick, fast, in a hurry. It's over longevity. That's how he's able to keep his drivers. Okay, you can't get in this industry and think that you're going to look at the maximum amount of money week by week by week. You're going to, oh, we're praising about the truck did $7,000 this week. The driver gonna have to go home. Okay, they not doing that. Drivers are not doing that. They're not working. They're not coming out here. And another thing, you can't get no rookie driver. You might can get a rookie driver and pay them less than $1,000 a week. Okay, but if you don't have your own authority, you can't put a rookie driver on at a fleet, at a truck, at a leasing company, at a mega carrier. You can't do that. Everybody that y'all running these fleets under require a year of experience. You have to ask yourself, why is it that this driver is going to work for you instead of working for the company itself? Okay, if they can make $1,200-$1,300 working for the company on a W-2 and ain't got to worry about no taxes, why are they coming to work for you? Anybody? Can anybody tell me that? You are going to go through drivers, okay? You are going to, because some people are just going to get in your truck for a temper, and if I see you driving, let me tell you something. I remember I was at the Dollar General and I saw this guy in a truck. He's sitting in that truck with no air conditioning. I remember I told y'all this story. He had no air conditioning in the truck. And I said, and I'm thinking, okay, is this your truck? And it's 100 degrees outside. I said, is this your truck? And he said, no, ma'am. I said, whose truck is this? He said, I work for a guy. I pull loads for him. I said, what? You mean you pulling loads for an owner operator that don't even got no AC in their truck? I said, you got something on your record or something? What's going on? Because you not gonna treat drivers like that. I'm getting these calls, y'all. You would not believe the calls that I get of owner operators leaving their drivers in hotel rooms. I just got a call, 2 calls from 2 women that went to work. One of them went for, but she had a class B, went to work for owner operator. The truck broke down somewhere in Idaho, Wisconsin, somewhere, okay? He thought it was going to be a quick fix, but they said that he got to ship the truck to the dealership. Now you got to ship her and the truck to the dealership. She got a dog on the truck. He don't have the money to get her a rental car back to her regular car, and don't have the money to pay for her in a hotel. But you want to be a fleet owner and run a business and can't take care of your driver. We're not doing that in 2020, okay? We are not doing that in 2020. We're just not doing that. These drivers are valuable and they know their worth. And if they don't know their worth, I'm going to tell them what their worth is. Their worth is more than $1,000 a week. $700-$800 on a 1099 is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what class everybody is attending, because obviously y'all paying a lot of money for these classes, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this for free. It's not easy. It's not just going to buy a truck, putting a driver in the truck, and expecting you to make all kinds of money. It just doesn't work like that. You got to know your numbers. You got to know your bad times. And then in the economy that we're in the housing market is doing better than the trucking market. Okay. You got repairs, you got PMs, you got tires, you got all kinds of stuff. I got a lady tell me, Miss Tara, I gotta keep putting oil in the truck. You gotta keep putting oil in the truck. For what? These people are not taking care of their truck, they're not maintaining their trucks. Why are you working for them? It's time to go. If you're not going to come into this industry and treat these drivers right, pay them right, and appreciate them for working for you, because it is a privilege for them to work for you, they're not going to work for you. And if you come to me and I put anybody at your company and they tell me that you didn't pay them, child, it's going to be a problem. Okay? So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about, the expectations of getting a truck in this industry at this part of time. Will the rates get up? Yeah, but the rates ain't $2 a mile no more. Okay, you really got to watch your overhead. I'm just telling you this because people are trying to make this so easy of getting in this industry. Buy a truck. You don't even have to have a CDL. You don't even have to have no money. You don't even have to have this. What? I'm in the industry and got a job and got to have all this, okay, in order for me to make this work. Okay? So, before you go down there, I'm just not that recruiter. You'll be better off putting your ad on Craigslist. You'll be better off putting your ad on Craigslist. Because, and another thing is, see, that's what happens when you have a driver that's a recruiter. When I talk to you, and I know these people don't even know what they're talking about, or they don't even know what they're doing, because when I start asking questions, let me let the L, y'all. And I know these people don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're talking about, because when I start asking questions, do you think that you're just going to call me and say, I need a driver, could you send me a driver? No, I'm getting ready to ask you some questions. Okay? I'm getting ready to ask you some serious questions. Like, how many drivers you got? How many trucks you got? How long has your employee been working for you? No, I just started. Have you even ran a load? Have you even had anybody run a load for you? No. Well, how much is your driver going to make a week? What's the average of what their expected pay? Are you paying them on a 1099 or a W-2? Everybody, 1099. 1099. So you want to pay them less than $1,000. Let me make sure I get this correct. You want to pay them less than $1,000. You want to pay them on a 1099. You want them to be responsible for their taxes, and you want them to run 48 states. That's what you want? You want them to run OTR, and you want them to go home, what, every 3 weeks? That's what you want? I don't have no drivers like that. I don't have none. I ain't gonna be able to help you. I don't have none. I don't have none like that. I don't have no drivers like that. I don't have no drivers like that. No. Those days are over. Okay? I don't have no driver. All my drivers want to make over $1,000 a week. Okay? You could play that with somebody that ain't even been in this industry less than a year. Okay? You can play that game. But everybody that's been in this industry for over a year and they come through me, they already know. It ain't even going down like that. We ain't even going to play those games. You got to be able to answer those questions when you're looking for a driver. Okay? You got to be able to answer. What are you doing? Stop looking at, okay, I can make $5,000 to $7,000. Let me tell you, a week. My truck averages $5,000 to $7,000 a week. That's not every week. Okay, your driver is gonna go home. That truck is gonna have problems. Every dime that you make, you're gonna have to save. Every dime. There's no profit. There's not going to be a profit in that business for at least a year starting your trucking company. At least a year, there's not going to be a profit. Every dime that you make, you're going to have to put back for savings, just in case, emergency, maintenance. You don't have a profit during your first year running that truck. You can't look at the quick, get rich quick stuff. You got to look at longevity. In order for you to run a successful business, like how is that give his drivers a guarantee? That's how he's able to keep his drivers, a guarantee. You got to bring something to the table that is going to stick out and say why a person wants to work for you, especially if they got 2 years experience in this industry and no violations, okay? A clean MBR, because that's what everybody wants. They want 2 years, no violations, a clean MBR, and you're not running your own authority. You're leasing your truck onto a mega carrier or a company, and you're depending on them to run your truck. And when you depend on somebody else to run your truck, I can almost guarantee you 8 out of 10 of y'all not gonna have a business. Almost. You have to do the research in this industry about the rates per mile, about getting your drivers. What do you offer different? You got to find out about that company. What do they offer that you can do differently, okay, and give your driver more to work for you than to work for the lease company that you leased on to. They could go lease a truck and run themselves. Do you think? I guess people think people that just that dumb, I guess. I don't know. They think truck drivers, we don't know no better. We just stupid, we uneducated, and you just gonna buy some trucks, you gonna make some stupid people run them, and you just gonna make all the profit, and they just gonna run for you for $800-900 a week. Not over here, they not. Not over here, they not. Put you out of business before you even know it. I could take a driver just like that. You miss a check, I got your driver. And would put them in a place that would pay them every week. And I'm seeing these, and I'm seeing I'm seeing these advertisements, pay for this class or come learn this, and people making money off of running their trucks, or they making money off the seminars? Because this economy, the way it is right now, and I think a lot of people are coming in. I think a lot of people are coming into this industry blindly, and you're coming in blindly, and what's happening is you all excited and gun-ho about starting your trucking business. And what made this stick out to me, I saw, I don't know if y'all watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I saw Candy's husband went and brought a truck. And child, if you looked at that truck, everybody want a truck now. Trucking is buying a truck. Don't nobody want to get no license no more. Don't nobody want. They just want to buy the trucks, and they want to run the fleet owner, business owners. They want to do that. Nobody got no education. They not finding out what's important to the driver. They're not finding out what drivers want. They're not finding out about the pay. They're not finding out about the rates. They're not finding about. They're just going to buy a truck. They're going to put an ad in Craigslist and hope for the best. And that's not to, talk about. I'm just trying to give you some kind of reality of what this business is. And for somebody to think that you can get in it with no money and make all kinds of money, you're going to be out of business before your business gets started. Because I guarantee you, when you start losing your drivers, okay, because you try to pinch every dime out of them and put in your pocket, and they don't want to work for you no more, that's when you're going to start feeling it, okay? And I talk to people all the time that call me, and I'm like, I'm not trying to what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from starting a trucking business. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to tell you it's not that easy. And starting these businesses on credit, okay? On credit. You're going to start a business on credit? It's just not that easy, y'all. It's not. I'm in this industry. I've been in this industry for 6 years. And it amazes me how people that are not in the industry, don't even have a CDL, never drove a truck before in their life, but can tell you how to make all kinds of money in this industry. That's crazy to me. In order to know what's going on, you need to be behind the wheel of the truck. Why wouldn't you invest? If you're going to invest in the business, why wouldn't you invest in getting a CDL? Maybe you could train your own drivers to run your own fleets. How about that? Highway is it? You know how Highway is it get his drivers? He train them. Run under his own authority. Ain't got a CDL and put them in the truck with him. No, even with my father's company, he left me. It is expensive. It is. But for some strange reason, I'm seeing a lot of advertisements about start your trucking company, get in the industry. You don't have to have any money. You don't even have to have a CDL, all this kind of stuff. And they charging people a lot of money for this. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. And the fuel rates are high. What was they saying? The fuel rates are high. The insurance is high. It's high. Because if you get you go in and you get this credit and you doing this and doing that and it don't happen for you, you lose all of that. It's hard for a lease driver that got a CDL to make it in this industry. So you gonna tell me somebody that don't got a CDL with no money gonna make it? We struggling now as lease drivers, and we in the truck, driving the truck as one truck. So I know it's a struggle with somebody that doesn't even have a CDL trying to get in the industry to run a truck and looking for a driver. I just want you to really look at the whole picture. It's not, if anybody is making this industry sound like you can just do this, do that, bam, 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 find your driver, get your driver, pay your driver this, and it's going to work and all that kind of stuff. Y'all, they are leading you down the wrong path, and you are waiting for a failure. You are waiting to go in the hole. You are waiting to go into debt, because it's not easy. It takes years to build a fleet. It takes time to build a fleet. You don't build it off of quickness and trying to go get 10, 15 trucks all at one time. You build off, success is built off longevity. Sometimes you as the business owner have to sacrifice your bottom line to make sure that your drivers are happy so they can keep your operation running. You may get a driver in the door that will drive for you, but as soon as they get smart, they gone. They gone. You gotta work on what's going to keep my driver. What can I do? That, you know what, my FedEx person, he put the drivers in hotels. He buy them hotels. If they want to stay out, let me get you a room for the weekend for your 34-hour reset. I mean, it ain't the Marriott, but you know, hey. You know, it's a tough market. We will also still see businesses are going to be going under. Okay, you will still see a lot of businesses going under, and this year it's not going to get better. It may pick up a little bit in about March or whatever the case may be, but I don't think we're going to see that $2 a mile. Not this year in 2020. Okay, um, fuel is going up, insurance is up. There's a lot of things that's in of cost, of fixed costs that are going up in price, and the rates are not going up. And if the shipping managers are putting more freight on the spot market, they just saying, you know what, we could run this cheap. We ain't finna contract with nobody to run this freight. We finna just put it out there, throw it out there, and see what stick. And I bet you they're not gonna run it for what they would have had to run it for under a contract. I bet you that. So, but that was on my mind, y'all. Just want to, just throw that out there, but to really think about it, because I see people so excited. I got a truck and I'm going to put somebody in my truck and I'm going to do this and all that kind of stuff. And congratulations for being able to get a truck to run or whatever. But just think of what's to come and be careful. Just be careful. And if you're going to be able to do that, let me tell you something, y'all. Your driver got to be your number one priority. They really do. When I started recruiting, I didn't try to recruit like experienced drivers. I only did students, okay? Because I knew the process for students like the back of my hand. And the reason why I didn't like go after or recruited experienced drivers, because you got to be on your toes with experienced drivers. You can't run them BS if they've been in this industry for over 2 years. You can't. They've been here, done this. They know the game. So I had to be able to study and come to correct and search and research all my companies that I have, so that when they tell me what they're looking for, I'm not shooting them a whole lot of this, that, and the third. We already know we ain't going to certain companies because they've been in this industry too long, and they're not going over there. We already know that. You see what I'm saying? I can't send a 2-year experienced driver with nothing on their record to see our English. I just can't do it. I can't send unless they on some kind of special dedicated account that they really want. Okay, I can't send a 2-year driver that doesn't have anything on their record with no violations, no nothing, to CRST the team with somebody else that they don't know. I can't do it. They ain't going for that. They're not going for that. They already know that game. So you have to know your market. You have to know your drivers. You have to really know what you're getting into before you just take some sort of class and you think it's just going to be an easy thing, because it's not an easy thing. So it's not. I always looked at leasing as a stepping stone. It is a stepping stone. Leasing to me is a way that if you coming in this industry and you really don't know what the trucking game is, and that's why I lease, because I didn't know anything about the trucking game. I didn't know anything about, being an owner operator or lease driver. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know how that worked. Okay, I just went over the numbers and I was like, okay, you really don't make a whole bunch of more money than a company driver, but at least I looked at it, at least in about 4 to 5 years you could have your own truck. And that was the only reason that I went for the lease, because it was after ownership. Okay, it wasn't just to be leasing, because it's a huge sacrifice. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know, at that it took 5 years off of me being away from home. It took 5 years off of me, just staying. And I finally, in my last year, the 5th year, I'm just comfortable with what I need to do, what I want to do. And I just made a decision in 2020 that, I'm not going to let this truck run me. I'm going to run this truck. I'm not going to let the truck run me. There's only so much money that you can make out here a week in this industry. And I'm not going to kill myself trying to get every dollar out the truck. Okay? There has to be some kind of balance. And I think I found that balance, because you get burnt out sitting in this little space in this truck every day, 7 days a week. You're going to get burnt out. Especially when you're dealing with somebody like last night, y'all. Last night, I picked up a load what did I pick up that load? In Illinois. It was at a meat place, one of those meat places, where they bring in the cows and all this kind of stuff, meat processing plants or whatever. Y'all, this place was so muddy. Okay, I would never want to haul livestock. Okay, it was so muddy that it was just mud everywhere. I was just filled in mud with my shoes, mud all over my jacket, my hat, everything. And I was like, oh my God. And then the people, when I got up there to go get my truck washed out, was just like rude and all this kind of stuff. And I like to talk to people. I want somebody to treat me the way I treat them. Like if I come up to you and I say, hey, how you doing? Here for my washout or whatever the case may be. I want that reciprocated in some kind of way. But it's like people be rude to you, then they don't care. And it was so crazy. You got to go get the truck washed, right? Then you got to drop the trailer, right? In this tiny place, okay? In the dark, no lights hardly back there. Puddles of mud, puddles of water. Drop that. Then you got to pick up your trailer. Not only that, you got to bring your loaded trailer to get scale. Then you got to pull off the scale after they load it. Pull back around. Then walk in there, get your paperwork. It was like, oh my God. It felt like musical chairs. And I'm so sick of people's attitude, like they don't want to be at work, they don't want to, they hate their job, they this and that, and I'm like, oh God, let me get out of here. Is the AC on? I was in Illinois this morning. It was like 26 degrees. I put on 2 shirts. You always got to have your long johns on. So I got my long... Y'all, even my long johns is pink. You got to have your long johns on. Your long john pants and all... I look like a big bottle of Pepto-Bismol. They're like, good Lord. And then I put on this pink hat too. Look. Child, folks know me when they see me, honey. Let me see, hold on. I got this pink hat I put on. And then I'm in all this pink with some pink shoes. She a mess, honey. She is a mess. Ripley. Oh, y'all, I started feeding Ripley fresh food, okay? Look. Me and Ripley, we're going to try to get us a commercial. Fresh pet. Y'all got to get this. You got to keep it in the refrigerator, though. Fresh pet, okay? Ripley love it. Ripley, tell them how much you love fresh pet. Child, your dog will go crazy. They got dog and cat food, but it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth. Ripley love this food. Okay, he love it. We're gonna try to get us a little commercial. I don't reached out to him. Ripley need a commercial for the. Don't you want a commercial for the fresh pet? Okay, okay, Ripley. Okay, Ripley. But other than that, y'all, I just wanted to come in and say hello. And I got Arnold back. Y'all. I got who else? I got some new companies that I need to talk to y'all about. But I've been so busy with my applications. Let me see. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we're gonna get Brian on. We're gonna get Brian on this week, y'all, on Lady Trucker Talk, and he's gonna talk to you about financing a truck. But to answer to your question, you asked about Lisa. Lisa gave me a way to figure out how to run my trucking business without being financially responsible if it didn't work out. Okay, because that was my thing. I didn't want to go finance a truck with just now getting in the industry. Okay, I could barely drive a truck, no, let's finance one. Okay, so it gave me, and KLLM was such a structured place, you know what I'm saying? They call you independent contractors, but you all you got to do is pick what time you wanted to go home and stuff like that. You know, if you wanted to take home time, they didn't bother you, but they ran you like, you know, and then they made sure, because they wanted them trucks to stay running, they wanted to make sure that you paid on your truck note. So what they would do is, when you took off and you came back to work, you get a load like to California. They would send your butt to California, so you at least make that truck note money. Okay, to get you to make sure that you made your truck note money. But my leasing over the past 4 years has been ups and downs, and the only thing that I could tell you of how to be successful in leasing is being consistent. That's it. You gotta, it's no special this, that, or third. I mean, you gotta realize what your fixed cost is. You gotta know what your profit margin is, and you just have to be consistent and stick with it. And some days you're gonna have good checks, some days you're gonna have not so good checks, but you gotta realize, is this something that I can commit to for the next 4 to 5 years? Usually if you have a new truck and your payments are not that expensive, but you got to grind. You can't be taking off doing this, that, and the third. You got to be out here, you know. And when you do have these good weeks or extra weeks or whatever the case may be, then you got to save that money for when you want to take off or you want to, you know, enjoy time. And you got to minimize your expenses. You can't be paying for a house, a car, child support. All these things come, you know, you got to have, plus your truck note, insurance, all that. And you got to add all that up and see if there's still anything left for you at the end of the day. You know, the sacrifice for me is living in my truck. You know, the only place that I had to go was like to a hotel room or to the house in Biloxi or whatever. But normally, you know, y'all, that's why y'all see me in a hotel so much. It's because when I take time off, I just stay 2 days or 34-hour reset in a hotel, and I got back out here at it. You know, so I'm just a little bit nervous because I'm so close to my deadline. People ask me, what am I going to do? Right now, I don't plan on doing anything. I just need to let that soak in. You know, no more truck note, okay? I got to let that soak in. And then, but it's still not over. I still got to look at insurance. I still got to look at just different stuff. And I got to weigh my options and see what, y'all don't want to pay the last $7,000. Well, can we do a GoFundMe Anybody? Y'all want to pay everybody put in $1, $2? We can do like a little GoFundMe account. Everybody put in, pass the plate, pass the cash app. Y'all, my son be that cash app thing, child. They do a request. They can request you money. Like my child requests $25. Like they can request you money. We can do a nice little cash app. You know. Trucking exam. I know you got a couple thousand put over to the side. You know. But I wanna do it. I wanna do it myself. I wanna do it myself, and I want to take my time in doing it. I just wanted to give y'all an update and let y'all know where I was with it. But I did have to take $5,000 and get some things done on my truck. Okay, I had a radiator replaced. I had take up an offering now, cause you know what? I ain't gonna ask y'all for nothing, cause you know what folks will do? I asked y'all for $2. I asked y'all for $2 to put in on the truck, and y'all be thinking y'all got some older. Y'all be talking about I put my $2 in. I don't want to help them with the truck. Lord have mercy, no, baby. That's okay. We gonna get through this. There may be something else I would need y'all for. We hold out. It may be something else I need y'all for, okay? But we gonna get through this slowly but surely, honey. Slowly but surely. Right now, my truck has 531,000 miles on it. Oh, I'm also gonna get an interview with y'all. I am gonna let y'all speak to a owner operator that runs his own truck under his own authority, okay? And he's going to tell you the ups and downs of this industry and how he almost gave up and all the costs he had to go through and the thousands of dollars he was in the hole, okay? To let you know, those are some of the things that he faced getting his authority up running, and repairs and things that they don't tell you about and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna get him after we get Brian. The first Brian that I'm gonna get is Kenworth. Okay, Kenworth is gonna come on this weekend with me, and we're gonna talk about buying trucks and financing trucks and all that kind of stuff. Then the next Brian that's going to be on with me is going to talk to you about your authority. He runs his own truck under his own authority. He's going to tell you all the costs, what he had to go through, how, he almost gave up, and everything that happened to him under his authority. So I think that would be something that you would like. But a lot, Oh, you go for your DOT physical tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, we working. I'm excited. My team is out there. Been running for 2 weeks over there at FedEx. Hey, Felicia. Call me. Let me know how you like it over there. And maybe got another one coming in. Let me see. This week is selling girls. Said she didn't want to have. Child, the kids at the Girl Scout folks got cash out. Everybody got cash out. Sometimes I hate they even invented that thing, because you be getting requests like 25, 75, and it's like you ain't even got to go to Walmart no more. Usually you can say, well, I got to stop at Walmart. I can't pull the truck over. I can't just pull out here anyway. But with this cash app, and them kids is the one that told me about this thing. They done already set it up on my phone and everything. My oldest son, child, he got he done order him a cash app card, like my card, like the card that go to my account. He said, all you gotta do is just add the cash to your thing, to your wallet or whatever, and I just have the card, and I can use the card when I want to. Child, they done figured out how they can spend your money. They done figured it out. My mama made it home, y'all. She made it home. She got out of rehab. You know, she got to go to therapy to try to walk and stuff again. So I'm excited about that. She made it out of rehab, so she's at home. And that's basically it that's been going on with me. That's it. Oh, what did I do? That Lone Star truck, that was a quality truck, child. I would have never got through paying for that truck. That was a quality truck. I lost that truck. I wasn't making no money. And after, you know, you can't not pay me but too many times, child. The first time they didn't pay me, they kept telling me I owe fuel. And I was like, how I'm running all this time and still owe fuel? It didn't make no sense. And I was taking all these loans, and I realized I was in Washington State. I was in the state of Washington. And I was like, it don't make no sense. I'm way up here and don't have no money. It really don't. I said it would take me 3 days to get home. And if I had an emergency or whatever the case. And I remember one time I didn't get a check. I had spent all my savings, okay, thinking it's going to get better or whatever the case may be. Spent all my money. I left KLL, little child. I had money from I had money. And I left there and I was living off my savings. I remember them folks said, and I didn't have any more savings left. And them folks said, I got to pay my light bill today. And my check was like for 300 or something. I don't know what it was. And I said, I got to pay my light bill. And they said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, I can't get like a cash advance or nothing. And they was like, you had to speak to you had to speak to the director or something to even get a cash advance. And I was like, you know what? At that time, when you start playing with folks' money and stuff like that, people don't care. Girl, I had got that last load. I filled up my truck. I told them folks, where did I put the trailer? Because I didn't even think I had the trailer with me. Did I have a trailer? I must have dropped that trailer somewhere. I went home, and they wanted me to get the truck to the Tennessee or whatever the case may be. I said, I don't have no money. If y'all gonna, I'm at home. So y'all either gonna have to, get me a bus ticket back to the house. And they said, I got the truck up there. They bring me a bus ticket to the house. Let me see. How dreaming big, Lord. How you and Brock? We ain't, child. Ain't nothing, honey. Sometimes you just have to let stuff go, and that's what I let go, let God. How about that? Let me see. All depends on what account you're on that KLL. Yeah. The Tyson account is good. Tyson account run, child. That's a chicken account. Only thing I ain't like about that chicken account was you had to run nice. You had to run nice. Oh, another thing. I was late on my load today, y'all. How often I be in St. Louis? I be in St. Louis. I go by there every week. I go by there every week if it's not passing through. That's why LTI is a great company if you live in St. Louis and Chicago, Indianapolis, and Kansas. Okay? If you live in Indianapolis, Kansas, Missouri, Chicago, and St. Louis, that's LTI is great for that because they run dropping hooks all that way. And it's 250 miles out, 250 miles back. You can run. If you live in St. Louis, you can run up to Chicago, turn around, pick up a trailer, bring it back to the yard, and you done for the day. You go home every day. If you live in Indy, you can pick up a load at the yard, drop it off in Conagra in Indianapolis, turn around, bring something back to the yard, go home for the day. Same thing, Kansas City, go that way. Or and the furthest you could go, you could drive down to like Memphis, South Haven. That's like 200 something miles down that way, and turn around and come back, and you'll be back at the house. My contact number is 800-620-9235. That's my toll-free number. But I just wanted to come in, chat with y'all and talk to you for a little bit. That's all. That's it. Just say hello and let you know what's going on. Let you know I ain't disappear off the face of the earth. You know, just running, trying to get stuff done, trying to handle this last little bit that I gotta do, and eventually we're gonna have to wash clothes. Let me see how many hours I got left on my 70, because it seems like I've been just running my butt off. 9 hours and 20 minutes. Child, I got 8 hours on my 70. I know that I was Ripley. How you doing? Somebody asked about you. Come here. This child right here. I gotta get something for him, because what he's doing is say hey. Say hey. Look, when I scratch his head, watch you. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little Ripley. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep right now. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little Ripley. Real, you were almost out of there. You was almost out of there, Real. Mama gonna put you to sleep. I'm gonna put you to sleep, Ripley. You was almost out of there. I sing the Ripley at night. I sing the Ripley go sleep bedtime. But I had what I was getting ready to say, Real. Ripley, what I was getting ready to say? I forgot. Oh, I was late on my load today, y'all, and it was like I thought I was gonna have time to get there on time, but I didn't because of the time change and all, and I ran out of hours. You know, it happens. And and I wrote a note and said, I'm not gonna make it to this delivery. I'm gonna be late. You know. And they was like, well, what's the reason? And I was like, I thought did you let somebody know? And I was like, no, because I thought I had enough time, but I ran out of time. And it was like, well, what happened? And I was like, the reason was it was foggy yesterday morning. You couldn't hardly see, so I was just waiting on a little bit of time, you know, to clear up before I got on the road. And I ended up not having enough time to get on the road. But I didn't tell them that. I was just like, you know what? I dropped the ball. It was my fault. I know that all our customers are very important. It happens. I do not make a habit of being late, but sometimes you can't help it, and you would rather for me to get there safely, right? With the product, right? And I was just like 2 hours late. But I thought it was like a dropping hook, and it wasn't. It was a live unload. But the people, when I got there, they was really nice. They didn't say anything. They was just like, get on and do it. They took less than like 30 minutes to get me unloaded. But sometimes, you know, you got to be careful because they be waiting on product and stuff like that. And especially if it's a hot load and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't mean for it to happen. It just, sometimes you just be moving slow sometimes, you know. I ran out of time. I've been running, 500 miles a day? 9 hours and 17 minutes of remaining drive time. I've been running, y'all. I've been running 5-something miles a day. It's like every time I think I'm going to have a little break. Every time I think I'm going to have a little break, here come another little load. It's like they don't want me to have no hotel time. I want some hotel time. They don't want me to have no hotel time. Every time, like now, I'm on this load. I'll drop it in Tennessee, and they like, hurry up and give her another load, because if you don't, you know she gonna go to the hotel. Soon as I put in my loaded call that I was on my way to Tennessee, here you go, ding, 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 got another load. I'm like, darn, they ain't gonna give me no hotel time. Can't get to the hotel for nothing. We've been out here. We need to 500. Since I came back from my 542, 572, 478, 558. 558. Did I do that right? 470. I've been working. Can you make a video explaining what a love load is and such? A love load? I don't have love load. I got hot loads. Hot loads is loads that they are needing a product immediately, or if you don't have it, well, in our case, if you don't have it, it could shut down production. Like they could be waiting on a product to finish whatever they're doing, and if that product doesn't arrive on time, it could shut down their production until the product gets there. But I got it there. You know, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I'm late, and today happened to be one of them. I was all muddy. Look at my jacket. Look at my jacket, y'all. Y'all see all that mud? All that mud on my jacket. Not real. I wanted to go to London. London is in February, and IML is having a convention. IML Academy, the Trading Academy, they having a convention in London in February, and I wanted to go, but it's just like so short notice. I don't think, and then I don't have nobody to go with, and I don't know where I'm gonna stay and all that kind of stuff, and it's just too quick to get plane tickets and all that kind of stuff to go to London. I just have to catch it next time. So I'm just going to focus on the truck show, March the 26th through the 28th, and that's it. So I'll just come back and let y'all know how I'm doing as far as getting this truck down or whatever. But I'm working on it, y'all, okay? I'm working on it. $7,324. Child, I'm ready. I'm tired. All right, peace, love, joy, happiness. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning to get this load delivered at 6, so I won't be late. Try calling me. Call me again. 1-800-620-9235. Call me again. If I don't answer, I either be on the phone with somebody else or be dealing with something, shipping. Don't text me. Lord have mercy. You text me, I can't text because I be driving, dog. I be driving 500 something miles a day, and I can't. People get mad at me because they'll ask me a question and I won't answer. And it's like, why are you ignoring me? It's like, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't text and drive at the same time. It's like, I want to tell them to call me. Whatever their question is, I can answer it on the phone instead of texting it back. But am I still Phyllis? Am I still trading for it? Phyllis, child, I made $1,000. My balance is $1,000. I wasn't supposed to make it until tomorrow, but I made it tonight, so I came out of there early. And I don't have to even be in there tomorrow. But I'm getting better. I'm getting really better. I'm getting really better, man. I'm doing really good. If I just stop, if I could stop, I stop trying to do. I just wait until the experts tell me. Picasso girl, Picasso child. Them folks get you some money. You hear me? See, I want to be, none of them educators work. They ain't got no job. You want to be around folks that don't work, that don't go to 9 to 5. Okay? All they do is trade all day, every day. Well, when the market open or whatever the case may be. All they do is trade. That's it. They be on vacations and they got all kinds of cars and houses and Picasso, I think he lives in like either Puerto Rico, not Puerto Rico. He lives somewhere. They out the country and, you know, they just live abroad and they just, I want to be around folks that don't work. All they do is plan on going on trips. And they just go around to different little seminars and stuff like that. But you do have to be careful because you gotta The reason why I don't recruit people in IML right now, not because it's not good or whatever the case may be, it's because when I start recruiting people, I want to be able to call my own trades. Like, I want you to be able to depend on me when you get in there. But I don't depend on nobody. I depend on myself. I go in there when they having their live feeds. I go in there when the master educators are doing their lives, and all I do is trade when they trade. That's all I do. I ain't got no special secret. I ain't got no special formula. I ain't got no special nothing. All they do is they say go in Bitcoin 79.80, take profit 83.46. That's it. and I just get my signals. I get my signals. There's a lady. I just get my signals. That's it. That's it. And the more that I do it, I am learning. You know, I know about the M. I saw the M pattern on gold today. No, I saw the W pattern on gold today, and I saw the W, and I wait till it went, and then you enter at the neckline, and once I saw the neckline, I went in for a buy, and that thing shot up. I said, "Whoa!" And but you got to be careful. You got to have some money. If you going in there with you right now, I'm in like Nas. I'm in the Nas 100 and US 30 and we got a new person. His name is Nick Gomez, and he do XRP USD. And he done called 2 trades so far, and I went in there with him on his trades that he called, and they hit both of them. But you know, they gonna make some mistakes, so you got to be careful, because ain't nobody perfect. Even if you're a master trader, every now and then you gonna slip up, okay? But Picasso, Ivan Paychecks, Luke Longmire, the Forex chick, all them folks, they know how to trade. They don't play. They don't play. They go in there and get that money like it ain't nothing. And I be right there with them. I have to write it down because they be calling this so fast. I have to sometimes write it down. But Dr. Kathy will tell you, she'll say, US 30, go in. Everybody can't go in US 30 because US 30, you got to have at least $200 to get in US 30, because if you don't, you ain't going to have enough money. And you go in there for like a 0.1 lot size, and then that thing just fall, and they be saying 10 pips. Once you get to 10 pips, get out of there. Got my 10 pips. Let's go. I love it. I love it. That's my new thing. That's my passion. That's my whatever, because that right there, I don't have to worry about if learning that trade right there is something that you can make your money depending on yourself. You don't have to worry about running trucks. You ain't got to worry about managing people. You ain't got to worry about your money depend on yourself. That's the type of businesses I like. I like businesses where your money depend on you putting in the work, not somebody else working for you. Because people gonna disappoint you all the time, okay? They're gonna disappoint you all the time. So, but other than that, y'all, peace, love, joy, happiness, and y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Bye. Ooh, an hour and 30 minutes. Good Lord, I should have been in bed by now.